rename, and we haven't even launched yet.
Oh, really?
Did you get my message?
I'm real good at messages, aren't I? What was your message?
So, this was Simmons City Stories.
Okay.
But I'm thinking I'm going to change the name.
Okay.
To Swept Away.
He brands everything. All right, y'all.
What do you like better?
Simmons City Stories.
You like Simmons City Stories?
Yes.
Okay, I'll keep it that.
I mean, he's branding again.
Well, I just thought I was talking to my AI friend, and my AI friend, I said, hey, working on this podcast thing, and it named it for me, and it named it Swept Away. I was like, man, this thing must know me really well already.
You've given it all your information, and it's trying to sell Trent.
Hey, I was sold. So, all right, where we picked off, or where we ended last time, was basically radio sales. And when I say radio sales, it was like you meeting mom. So we had talked about Kmart. We talked about the other corporate job that you had for, you said not long at all. They asked you to fire old people. And so that's kind of where we are. So we're going to kind of pick up where we left off at meeting mom, radio sales. So that's where we are.
Okay. Yeah. And did I get to tell how I met her?
No, we hadn't done that yet.
Okay, y'all. I'm in college, and I'm.
What year is this? 2nd or 7th?
Somewhere right in the middle. Okay, it's like my 4th or 5th year of college.
Okay. Still a sophomore.
Yeah. All right, and so I'm working at Goodwill, and I had to find a job that blended well with, me being able to have time to do school, because not only was I a manager of a store that had like 7 or 8 employees, I also was attending Auburn. And so Denise, who worked at my wife, who worked at WJHO Radio, she came in to sell me advertising. Well, the story behind that is the night before she came in, which my roommate, I was actually...
Were you living at Gay Manor?
No, I was living at Swan's Trailer Park, the trailer park out Wire Road.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay. I was living there, and I was walking home because my car wasn't working. I had a long walk from Haley Center out there.
Yeah, it is.
What, about 2, 3, 4 miles? So
a long way.
I'm walking home, and my roommate drives by, and he blows the horn, and it's Friday. I get in the car, and he says, "Raise hell! It's Friday!" He's drunk as shit.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all.
Was it daytime?
Well, it was close to night. It was evening. I mean, It's the end of the day. Daylight, summer, so you know how it is down south here. It's light forever.
Yeah.
But anyway, driving down the road, and
he's driving.
He's driving, and he yells, "Raise hell! It's Friday night!" And he's doing like 70.
Okay.
And he has to take that turn there.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it wouldn't work.
Okay.
70 in that curve don't work.
Mm-hmm.
So I assume the position.
Okay.
We hit the pine tree.
Uh-huh.
Boom! I go out the windshield.
Okay.
Land on, you know me and seatbelts. I don't do them. Land on the hood. For some reason, he didn't come flying out of the car.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I remember the story. I think I know why.
Minute or two, I wake up.
Right.
And I see him, and I think he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Shaking. He wakes up. Mm-hmm. And he goes, "Shit, man, we need to get out of here. I've had too much to drink. Cops might come by." So we start running.
Okay.
And we run back to the trailer, and we get somebody to take us to the hospital. Okay, well, they look at me, and I had gone through the windshield. I got glass all in my forehead. I'm bleeding. I look like death.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? He doesn't have a cut on him.
Mm.
He's sitting there just drunk as shit, mouth shut. And, you know, triage, they go, guy bleeding and about to lose all his blood.
Yeah.
Guy not bleeding.
Yeah.
So they take me in and they work on me for about an hour and a half. Then they get him. Woo.
It's storming. That's
Yes.
why we're inside.
They get him inside, and he had bent the steering wheel. We saw it the next day into this oval shape with his mouth.
Mm.
Caught it right there. Lost all his teeth. Broke his jaw. And he was in very bad shape.
Mm.
He had to wait after they fixed me, and then they took him, and they kept him overnight because his injuries were so severe.
Yeah.
Anyway, next morning, I go to work.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, I've never missed a day of work in my entire life. Okay, so I go to work. I'm a little sore. And because of my scars, glass in my face, glass here, glass in my neck, glass in my ears.
Well, you've got a good scar right here at your cheek. That was
my glasses going into my head.
Yeah.
That was the lens. We found the lens in a pocket down here. It did that twice. Remember when I flipped the van 7 times?
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to that one. It ended up in the same place.
Still
when I
not wearing a
wrecked,
seatbelt.
This lens
You're thinking,
cuts through into my cheek. Anyway,
so you're wrapped up like a mummy.
so exactly like a mummy.
Okay.
And she comes in to sell me radio.
Okay. Comes into Goodwill.
Comes into Goodwill, my store.
This is when Goodwill was on 8th Street?
It was the leading store out of 9 stores. It's like every place I ever worked. If I couldn't make it the best, I didn't want to have anything to do with it. So I had quadrupled sales at this location. And she came in to sell me some advertising. And I'm just a mummy.
Mm-hmm.
So I sit her down at my desk and I go, I'm not really supposed to advertise. I haven't really been given the privilege, but I am leading the entire company. My sales are more than all the other stores combined.
Mm.
I said, so I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that I'm going to get a bunch of flack, and you might have a little delay in getting paid. And of course, I'm wrapped up like a mummy, and this is the most beautiful girl I had ever seen in my entire life, sitting in front of me.
Okay.
Okay. I asked her for a date. All she could see, what she tells me, all she could see was my blue eyes.
Ah, that's what did it.
And so I asked her for a date. And those of you that know me, not for a Miller Lite, but for a coffee of all things. I do a lot of coffee, but it's only in the morning. But anyway, asked her for a coffee date.
And did y'all just hit it off after that? Was it just kind of a continuous, smooth thing?
It was, I don't know what she thought. See,
Yeah.
it was very close to me graduating now that I think about it, because I had been there but 6 years or so.
Okay.
It was on my 7th or 6th year, and at Auburn. And I don't know.
How long did y'all date?
The whole dating thing was so weird. It's kind of like,
I can't imagine what it's like dating in the 80s.
no, what I'm talking about is my situation. Is I live in the dungeon.
Yes.
So I never wanted to take her to the house.
Right?
Because the dungeon was aptly named. The crawl space of a house, of which it did have some floors.
Okay.
It had electricity. And we were in the dungeon,
how long did you
living
live in the dungeon?
Well, Danny Skutek, all 4 football players lived above me in the real house. We lived in the crawl space. And, but I mean, now, y'all, it was an apartment. It had 3 bedrooms, 2 of which were in dirt. A cement floor kitchen, cement floor bathroom, and then the bedroom we rented out to our roommate, he got a cement floor. But we lived below the football players. They would mess with me all the time because I'm like a little thing, and I'm talking about these college football players are freaking huge.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Danny's still.
Yeah, he's a customer to this day. And Trent didn't believe a lot of the stories that
that you would tell me.
Did I?
Well, a lot of them are from this time right here, so a lot of them are like the parties you would throw. So.
Anyway, it was.
So you live in the dungeon.
I lived in the dungeon, and like for instance, giving an example of one of our dates is we go out to eat, and she starts getting sick, and we're right by my house, and she goes, "You live here. I need to throw up." And I go, let me find a restaurant. I mean, a place where you throw up. She said, "No, I got to throw up now." We run into the dungeon.
Sounds just like my mom. You gotta like choose.
All right.
I gotta throw up.
She walks in the bathroom. She says, "I'm not throwing up in here. This is gross. You need to clean it." So I had to clean the bathroom. And then she would puke in my toilet. Which she did. Okay. And,
that's crazy.
You know, and then many other times she came over. I think we told the rat stories, right?
No.
Yes, we did.
No, we haven't.
Yes.
No, we haven't.
Oh, Lord.
We haven't told, like...
So anyway, she's over there one day. Well, she comes over on Friday night, or Saturday night. Saturday Night Live. The night with because I told the story about the darts.
No.
What?
No. We haven't made it here yet.
No, excuse me. Oh, God. Anyway, the dungeon was quite the place.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to go to the dungeon. And the reason is, come Saturday Night Live, we would invite tons of people to our crawl space. They would come in and I would be at the door, and get this, y'all, this is a sign of things to come. I had a best friend, Bo, that always wore a top hat. I really liked his top hat, so I got me a top hat. So I'm at the door in a top hat, and I have a pillow with darts on them. And as people come in, I told them to take a dart.
Like a dartboard dart.
Yeah. Everybody's going like, why are we getting these? You'll see. Mm-hmm. Just take a dart. Mm-hmm. Have it ready at all times.
Okay.
Everybody wants to know why.
Yeah.
No, you'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right, so we'd be watching Saturday Night Live, and it was like clockwork. It'd be about 10 o'clock, and all of a sudden, a couple of rats would run in front of the TV.
Uh-huh.
Now! And I'd start, and I'd throw, and they'd have like 25 darts heading right at them. We got one or two rats wharf rats, y'all. Big rats.
This is the part I didn't believe.
Okay. And so,
he would say,
rats. Rats. Yeah. And so, and usually those darts did not kill them. Mm-hmm. They would
slow them down.
They'd disappear with their darts. I lost a lot of darts. And so, I go, man, I got to do something about these rats, because I was a little worried at night that they would...
Might touch your leg off or something.
Eat my leg. No, these weren't... Y'all don't know.
So you used to explain to me that there was
bigger than all cats. Not big as some dogs.
Okay. And that there was a dumpster, like an 8-yard dumpster.
About to say, there's a big dumpster out back. And I was up there talking to Scootac. Scootac goes, Danny Scootac upstairs. He goes, man, you need to get you some decon. Mm-hmm. Just buy you a case of decon and throw those packs out everywhere. They kill rats. It says right on the package, kills rats.
Yeah.
So I got me a case. Mm-hmm. And I go out near the dumpster, and their hole is right there.
Right.
So I throw out a bunch, and then I leave the case there. I look out the window at the bathroom the next day, and the rat is tugging on the cardboard, trying to get the entire case down in the hole. That thing just, you could see it just disappeared down in that hole.
Uh-huh.
So he gets it down in there, and I didn't see any rats for like 5 days. Mm-hmm. Went upstairs and said, Danny, we got him. He went to the window, and he's looking out, and he goes, you didn't get him. I said, what are you talking about? He said he's out there drunk. He came out of his hole, and he's walking this way and hitting the dumpster. Then he comes over here, he's trying to walk this way, he's hitting something. He just got stronger and bigger after that. After eating a case of rat poison. These things were humongous. Anyway, lived through that, and Denise and I had a great time dating. And
Yeah, I went to Danny Skutak's house the first time many years ago. And he's a customer, and he goes, "Oh, Trent, man, so nice to meet you," you know, all those things. And he says,
Danny
"Your dad,"
is a number.
he said, "Your dad and I went to school together." And I said, I know. He's told me a bunch of stories. Yeah, man, we had some of the craziest parties down there in the dungeon. And so when he called it the dungeon, I was like, that's kind of weird. They both call it the dungeon? Is this like a real thing? And so we just started a conversation. And I was asking him questions. And I wanted to prove that the story had been embellished, right?
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way these rats are this big. You know, there's no way that y'all had all these parties where you're throwing darts at rats, and these rats weren't like hind legs on the ground, front legs just about touching the opening of the dumpster. And I start asking him questions about all this stuff, and he just starts telling stories, and all the stories matched. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This can't be real.
Yeah. And our TV was so weird. A lot of y'all don't remember, but back in the day, we actually had channels. We didn't have cable.
I'm sure
Maybe some people had cable.
I'm sure you had a
Yeah, it was channels. Well, I had a remote.
Oh, you had a remote?
Yeah, and it would go ka-chink, 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 ka-chink. A mechanical remote, okay? And so it'd go from 3 through 13.
Yeah.
Okay?
DC motor drive.
Yeah. And so, you know, but when the train came by, it was so exciting. The minute the train came by, the rats would run.
Okay.
When the train blew its horn, my TV would start flipping channels. And the darts would be flying. I mean, it was like a crescendo, an auto crescendo. Everybody loved it over there. It was so fun. And then Denise kind of had to put up with my friends. I had some pretty red. I love Danny Skutak to death, and all my friends in college. But I gotta say, a lot of my friends are very Alabama down to earth. Y'all call them redneck.
I mean,
okay? Because Danny, don't mess with Danny Skutak to this day. Never met a close to 70-year-old man that when he was 60, he got invited to fight a professional fighter and did, and beat the crap out of it. Matter of fact, he was sitting there, he was getting trained by our attorney, our friend. Attorney customer, bald-headed.
He's a boxer?
Yeah, he was a boxer.
He was a trainer.
Yeah. He's trained Danny
No.
for these fights. Yes.
No.
What's his name?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I'll remember in a minute.
The bald-headed.
I'll remember in a minute,
You know.
yeah.
Anyway, he's a big accident attorney now. But anyway, and he said Danny was just playing with him. And he says, hit him, man, hit him. He says, I don't want to hurt him. He said, hit him. And so he just went in there and started wearing the guy out.
Yeah.
And won against a professional. And at 60. I mean, this guy, my leg is half the size still of his bicep
Yeah.
in his arms. He owns an outdoor magazine right now. That's what he does. And fishes every day.
Yeah, he likes fish.
Yeah. But anyway, that was. There's a bunch of stories from the.
We'll come back to some of those. So, how long did you and Mom date? Any clue?
Well, no.
I guess we're never gonna know.
We dated. Now, y'all, I had been at Auburn and really enjoyed dating and I'm talking about a plethora of ladies. I dated hundreds of girls while I was there, but never found a good, you're probably going to find this hard to believe, a good Christian woman. I mean, I didn't fit the bill of a good Christian guy. I mean, that picture there, the two just didn't go together at the time. As much as I drank and smoked and partied. But my heart has always been there. And so I wanted a good Christian girl. So I go, when I met Mom, your mom, I go, I'm not losing this one. And so I asked her to go on a cruise with me.
Yeah.
We couldn't afford nothing. It's actually one of those freebies where,
like a timeshare.
And so we go on this, and it's like to the Bahamas for 3 days, 4 days. And I was going to ask your mom to marry me. So I'm planning it. I'm thinking, how do I do this? And so we're on it's captain's night where we're all dressed up. Okay? And so I got the ring, and the pants I was wearing, you could see everything through them. I didn't want to put the ring in my pocket.
Okay.
You could just see it. There was a rock in there.
What were your pants? White?
Black.
Okay.
And
I was picturing like Great Gatsby or something.
No. And so I put the ring down in my underwear.
Okay.
And then
for her to then put on her finger. Did you think that one through?
I wouldn't have. I may have been going to college, but I mean, sometimes I wonder about me. Because of what eventually occurred was it's after the dinner. I take her out on the deck of the restaurant. I get on my hands and my knees.
On your a knee.
On a knee.
Okay.
And I put my hands in my pants. And she goes, "What are you doing?" And I go, "I'm looking for something." I cannot find it. So I stand back up. And I mean, I'm down like this. And I find it. And I get back down on my knee. And I said, "Will you marry me?" And she's just shocked at everything. That whole thing that just went on. Because she thought something sexual was about to happen. I mean. And she goes,
I know what she said, so let's see if you can remember. You get it right.
What did she say?
What was her first answer?
Was it yes?
It was not yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It was, can I think about it?
Yeah. Okay. That leads me to one of my other best redneck friends. Mad Dog was his name. He had an appropriate name.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mad Dog had a crush on my wife.
Mm-hmm.
And Mad Dog went to her and told her a lot of things that a good friend would not tell a woman he asked to marry.
Mm-hmm.
He told her a lot of truths.
Mm-hmm.
He said, do you know who you're maybe about to marry?
Mm-hmm.
He drinks a case a day.
Mm-hmm.
He smokes so much pot that if you hadn't smelled it yet, I don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
He is quite the flirt.
Mm-hmm.
He messes around with all kinds of.
Mm-hmm.
And she came and confronted me about it.
Mm-hmm.
Mad Dog said this.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is going, Mad Dog is a dead sucker. I ain't. No.
Mm-hmm.
A good friend doesn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Tell somebody the truth. I wanted to marry Denise something terrible, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, really, and I wasn't letting anything stop me.
Mm-hmm.
So I continued to lie. But anyway,
So she said yes eventually.
She did say yes, and we got married at the Auburn Arboretum.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I have a question.
Yeah, I got a story from that one too.
Yep. I have a question. Which you probably don't know this either. So you probably don't know how long y'all were engaged.
No.
Okay. I kind of know the background story with like Pawpaw and all of that. So you probably didn't go and ask anybody for her hand.
I did.
You did? Was that Jack?
I went and
Or Buddy? Pawpaw?
I asked Buddy. Well, I asked both of them for her hand. And both of them thought, Jack said, I've just never met a guy that smiles so much. I mean, he just has he has the most inviting smile. I mean, he's always smiling.
Yeah.
And
Coming from a guy whose nickname was
Smiling
Jack.
Yeah. And so, and then her dad, oh my God. Somebody to be scared of there.
Mm-hmm. Buddy Davis.
I think I told one of those stories.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Haven't told any. Dad, we are just getting started. And we have more than...
Well, I got to go back to do... No, I don't, because I was married.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I don't even know if I want to do that one. But, okay, well...
There's probably going to be a few that you're not sure you want to do.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, so you did ask both of them, and they both said yes.
They both said yes.
Or
everybody thought I was outstanding. Now, hey,
Everybody thought you were outstanding.
We're gonna take just a little break real quick.
Okay.
Because I need to find out what we've talked about. Because
Your mind is.
I need some more beer or something. And I need another beer. Because I'm just not following my mind.
Yeah. Well, we do.
I mean, I'm not even I'm just started Auburn. The story started after that.
Correct.
My God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me ask you. Is it off again?
No.
Huh?
We're not off yet.
Alright, well I'm smoking cigarettes, so.
Alright, we're back. Got a refill on beers.
Yep.
And
I feel better.
good. So you and Mom met at basically Goodwill. She sold you radio advertising. You wanted to talk about two things. You wanted to mention the people at Goodwill.
Yeah, I did. At the time, Goodwill Industries was a company that their goal was to employ handicapped individuals.
Special needs.
Handicapped. I had several employees. I had the main person that sort of ran things. Ira was her name.
Wow.
And she had one arm.
Okay.
She was my cashier, and she sort of kept. She had a non-handicapped mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had an older lady who had a speech disability. And then I had several kids that had Down syndrome or other similar problems. But y'all, special needs kids, they're the most amazing people I have ever met. And during that journey, everybody was telling me, their parents especially, they can't, you gotta watch them, they can't do nothing on their own. And when you tell me I have to do something like that,
Yeah.
I told myself, I said, that's not the way things work.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started searching out all my employees and what they like to do, and I found things they like to do, even though they had Down syndrome and whatever, and they were the best sales force. We outperformed our one store 7 other stores of the Goodwill of Chattahoochee Valley. And y'all, I wasn't there. I was in class.
Mm-hmm.
I taught. They couldn't really get things by sizes right, or by style, but
Category.
They all knew color.
Okay.
And when you walked into my store,
Okay.
there were the reds,
Oh.
the red kind of pastels,
Cool.
the blues.
Yeah.
And I just had them do the whole store like that. And so a shipment would come in, they'd have everything on the racks in no time at all.
Wow.
And all the person had to do was maybe know what
Color
they
they want.
wanted and come in and take it. And God, they were so fantastic. They were great with customers.
Mm-hmm.
They were very gregarious.
Okay.
Even though they were, I mean, I don't think they knew they were handicapped.
Sure, help me out. So gregarious, big word.
No, it's not.
What's the definition of gregarious?
Outward going, people loving you for it. very socially interactive. Socially interactive is probably the definition.
What's the definition of gregarious? Fond of company, sociable. So you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, they were the best. And that night after my accident, when Denise came in, my manager had come up to us and he goes, see, I was getting pissed off with my pay. Because
you weren't there. You were at class.
my production matters.
Right. You wanted to be on performance pay.
They put me on performance pay. I go, there's no other, this ain't gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, I invented performance pay for the company. What I did was, well, they would let me start sliding on rules, like advertising.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't allowed to advertise. I did.
Okay.
We weren't allowed to do a lot of things. I did.
Okay.
I mean, if it was gonna help Goodwill,
Yep.
I was gonna do it.
Cool.
I don't care what they told me.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always been that way when I worked for other companies. I did it Jeff's way. What? Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I'm from the stories. You did it with all the companies you worked for.
Yes.
You did it the company you owned, and you continued to do it when you weren't running the company.
Anyway, I broke all the rules.
Yeah.
And what was I saying?
Well, the next thing you were going to get into is Mom, Denise's campaign.
Oh, so I told Denise what my manager had. So I was getting pissed off about my wage.
Mm-hmm.
Because every 3 months, I was paid on this thing where I got paid this up to this amount.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got paid this between this amount and that amount.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got paid this between this amount and that amount. So I worked my way up to the top, and they raised my amount every 2 or 3 weeks.
Keep moving the target.
No, keep me moving my wage back.
Oh.
That's what I saw.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like really pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing is getting sort of close to graduation.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, they can't keep treating me this way because I won't be here.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is, at that time, and I was with Denise, they offered me CEO of Goodwill of the Chattahoochee Valleys.
Mm-hmm.
Which, y'all, this is back
when it comes available. Right?
When it becomes available.
Right. So that it was kind of like a promise for the future.
Yeah.
Because there was a person in that seat at that time.
Correct. And I go, this guy is never going to leave.
Yeah.
All right. Now, he did make well over $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, y'all, that's the equivalent to 4 or 5 today.
Probably so.
Or more.
Yeah.
But I go, he's never going to leave. So I didn't accept that. And ended up moving on. But this campaign that my wife did when she came there, I want to go back to that, was she goes, Jeff, you don't really understand advertising.
Okay.
I go, Well, I think that's what I said. Okay. Because I don't like to hear that. Don't tell me I'm, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, she goes, well, what is the deal? Says, well, he raised my goal so high that I feel I can't get there. She said, well, let's get there.
Mm-hmm.
Denise said that.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, I can do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
She said, what amount was it? I said, I got to sell this much stuff or I won't get my raise. She said, okay. I said, you got to get customers in here to save my neck.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, that's it. That's our campaign.
Mm-hmm.
I went, what? She said, save my neck.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did several commercials where I simply said, you got to come to our store and save my neck. And it was just over and over and over, just flooded the airways of WJHO. Man, we had people in there I'd never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, I'm here to save your neck. I mean, it worked. And I'm going, man.
That's cool.
It's kind of like the way social
Media.
works today. You never really know what's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
She did,
Mm-hmm.
Denise.
Mm-hmm.
She knew it was going to work. And man, did it work.
Mm-hmm.
We set all the records, I think, in that 1 or 2 week period. Now, y'all sort of have to understand that I've always been one to bend to break rules.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when stuff is donated at the store,
Right.
I'm supposed to send it to Columbus to get sorted and all this. Well, if it was good, really good, I kept it, put it in my store, and I priced it.
Ah, okay.
And so I had, like, antiques, I had
Uh-huh.
all kind. I wasn't sending the good stuff to other people's commissions checks. I was sending it to mine.
Okay.
So
that's interesting. Y'all are supposed to receive it and then send it out to Columbus?
yeah.
It seems like a waste.
Well, I got all my own trucks, and I got my best friend Ned. Remember Ned from school? He was my driver. I said, man, you pick something nice, you bring it right back here. We're going to put a tag on it and sell that. And so I was going through the stuff.
Yeah.
I had nice stuff. But I learned a lot about
Did
business.
you ever get, like, in serious trouble? Did they ever discover that that's what you were doing?
I didn't get in as much trouble as my manager. My manager came in there and he's thinking, man, this guy's on fire. This guy knows how to sell.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, I said, man, I need outlets everywhere to be able to not have to walk a half mile and plug stuff in.
Yeah.
He put an outlet like every 10 feet in the store. That cost Goodwill, when we opened my new store, a boat freaking load of money.
Yeah.
There was an outlet everywhere. And they didn't like it.
So,
He got in trouble.
So, you were...
He took a lot of my flack because I was making the non-profit very profitable.
Mm-hmm.
Just my store.
Mm-hmm.
And he was getting production out of other stores from them wanting to not be so far behind me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nobody
like
wants to lose.
Yeah. It was like Henry Ford. You know that story? I think it's Henry Ford. Yeah, on the assembly line. So it was like somebody came to him and said, hey, night shift is outperforming day shift by X amount, but both of them really aren't performing at what we think they could perform. And so he walks down on the floor and he asked night shift at the end of the shift. He goes, "Hey guys, how many cars did we roll out tonight?" And they're like, "Well, we did 7." And so he takes this piece of chalk and he just writes a big 7 on the floor. And day shift comes in, and day shift's like, "What's this number here?" And it's like, "Well, that's how many cars night shift did." And day shift was like, "Oh, okay. Well," at the end of the day shift, they're like, "We did 10." And so they mark out the 7 and they write a 10. And then night shift shows up, and it just goes on until they're doing like 30, 40, 50.
Oh, wow.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much it was, the rest of the company tended to follow me, but I was, I broke every rule there is to know.
But never got threatened to be fired?
You know, I did that at every job I've always had. Yeah, I got threatened.
Mm-hmm. But they never came through with it?
Well, it's like some of our employees tried to do to us.
Yeah.
But we didn't fall for it. The guys that were making close to $100,000, and they come and they go, you know,
yeah,
want to change the rules on
right.
you?
Yeah.
And we said no.
Yeah.
Well, none of them had the balls.
Mm-hmm.
They were big companies.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, they were big companies, but there was a little bitty manager running the store. Mm-hmm. The little bitty manager running the store had to have the numbers. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm the guy you get the numbers from.
Yeah.
Your money.
Yeah.
That's who always is in charge. Is the guy making the money. I'll be honest with you.
The producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I could produce.
I had a question. So you 8th Street Goodwill. You said new store. So were you part of the transition to that store they built?
I was responsible for. I found that location. It was an old supermarket, Winn-Dixie.
Right next to
bought the
First
Winn-Dixie
Baptist.
next to First Baptist, and I had Merv, who was my manager.
Okay.
Totally fix it up for that. Mm-hmm. And we had pretty much the star store. Mm-hmm. And had my same crew. They all knew me.
Okay.
I was still never there. I mean, I was not there.
Well,
I was there.
This is probably
in the morning. I was in there at lunch, and I was there to close out. Mm-hmm. And I just gave my people the praise they deserved.
I'm trying to picture in my mind and put together everything.
Man,
this was probably
these people were the best.
After you moved to the new store, you're probably close to graduation.
I'm close to everything. I'm close to my house. I'm like, you know.
I mean, time-wise.
We lived in the ghetto. Remember over there?
Okay, so
it's where you were born. The ghetto. And with my garden. The ghetto garden.
Avenue D?
No.
Is that where the house was?
8th Street.
You didn't.
8th Street and Avenue D.
Okay.
Nobody knows Avenue D. That's like a. God.
That's pretty wild that Goodwill's on 8th Street. Y'all lived on 8th Street. We bought our first leased our first building on 8th Street. You bought the first building on 8th Street. There's a lot that happened on 8th Street.
There was. 8th Street's been good to me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Still love 8th Street.
Yeah. Cool.
Y'all, it's no longer ghetto.
Yeah.
It's like
big nice house.
Nice houses.
Big nice houses. Well, it was a big house. It was just a quadplex.
Well, we need to get there because, okay, I married Denise.
Mm-hmm.
And we moved into.
No, you got to pause.
Okay.
Because that's a whole thing in and of itself.
Okay.
Okay, so If you're gonna tell that story, we'll tell that story, and then that'll be the it for this one. Okay.
No, I don't have to.
I think it's a good story. The wedding story. Wedding story's pretty good. You want to tell that one?
I wasn't gonna tell that one.
Okay. No Louie Louie.
Well, the wedding.
It's okay. Had a wedding. It was at
Well,
the
wait a
Auburn.
minute. Wait. Let's do the wedding. Okay, I need to tell y'all about wedding day for my bride and myself. All right. First of all, for the wedding day to occur, did I tell about my graduation?
Yes.
Okay, good. In order for that to occur, I had to have graduated. Miracles
It didn't
happen.
change.
Miracles happen. Okay. I got my miracle. Okay, I got my degree. I got my sheepskin. But anyway,
Auburn Arboretum.
Auburn Arboretum. This wedding, I insisted, because as you know from the previous videos, I'm an outdoor guy. You'll never catch me in here. The sound is bad. The lighting is blinding.
Yes. He got the world's largest shop light that plugs into a light bulb and a lamp, and we turned it on, and it took 5 seconds. Thought it didn't work, and then it went.
Lights the whole place up with daylight. But I picked the Arboretum, and if y'all don't know what an Arboretum is, that is a
Fancy public garden and flower garden.
Not fancy garden. It's a natural garden, which is part of Auburn University. That's where I wanted to marry Denise, my wife. And so, we are the epitome.
Is it Is it the same Arboretum that's still there?
Yeah.
Wow.
The epitome of dirt poor. Okay.
Just not
my car at the time was a 1969 LTD. Ford LTD.
Big sedan.
Did they make anything bigger?
I feel like I'm picturing it, and it's this.
This is a boat. Y'all, this is a boat.
I'm going to have to throw in a picture of one.
Boat,
Up here.
okay? It didn't have brakes. Didn't have, had nice electric windows.
What do you mean it didn't have brakes?
Had,
it had brakes.
leather seats.
Wow.
I mean, this thing. And
leather or vinyl?
leather. Rode like, well, I mean, all my cars were owned by rich parents or relatives. I didn't buy nothing. But anyway, had this Ford LTD. So anyway,
Dirt poor.
we're dirt poor. We're having our wedding at the Arboretum, and Denise has a customer and a guy she knows at a moving company here in town. Let's give a plug to them. What's the Lambert?
Oh, wow. That relationship goes back that long.
Oh yeah,
I did not know that. Shout out to Lambert.
way back. But Lambert moving,
I think it's Lambert Moving and Storage.
and they're like one of those blue trucks, blue and white trucks. Anyway, so he offers to transport our piano
Okay.
out to the Arboretum for the wedding. Well, you know wedding. Of course. And you know me, and you know chimney sweeps, and you know luck.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's a day like today. 50% chance of rain.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's only until it rains. So we have. I'm getting ready for the wedding. I had rented my tux. I had rented all that stuff you gotta rent.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had a white tux.
White tux and a white tight
Vest thing.
vest.
Yeah.
And then the
Did you have white shoes?
bow tie.
What color were your shoes?
I rented shoes. They were black.
Okay.
Matched perfectly.
What color were your socks?
I didn't get socks. I didn't own any white socks. I had athletic socks. And I don't know if you remember the 60s and 70s, but they all had a red, white, and blue stripe on.
Ring at the top.
Well, my little rental uniform,
Mm-hmm.
my pants,
Slightly opaque.
they were totally opaque. And so everybody in the wedding party afterwards commented how pretty my socks were. Because they showed right through the fabric.
Yeah.
And
you had, so other than your piano that was there, you had live music from...
no, we didn't have live music.
Well,
it
you
was
did.
just the piano there and a pianist. And
Yeah.
then...
You're not catching my drift, because I know this story. The live music was provided via, I think, like a frat house.
This is so funny, y'all. I don't know if you can picture this, but... Alright, this is the biggest day of my wife's life.
Not of yours.
I'm okay with it. And they roll out, of all things, I mean, we're on Earth. Good Earth.
Right.
What's wrong with Earth?
Mm-hmm.
Why roll out
Mm-hmm. Like
something not attached to the Earth?
Okay. Carpet.
A carpet.
Okay.
So, you know, she's trying to navigate in high heels and stuff. This
carpet on Earth.
which is kind of like messing up behind her, and me too. And of course, I kneel down, and we hear a giggle from the entire audience, which is my socks. Okay. I wonder where'd that come from. And so, you know, we.
Music.
We get right to the point with the vows. The KAs. If you ever been to college, you know what a KA is.
Mm.
Kappa Alphas.
I didn't even really go to college, and I know
Okay.
what KA is.
They're no longer there. They got kicked out of Auburn.
Oh no, they're there.
They are?
Oh yeah, they just had to move further away.
Okay. Well, they had the frat house right across from the Arboretum. And right when we started saying our vows, Louie, Louie, hey, I say, oh, watch out now. All right, now, Louie, Louie, back then, that was a nasty song.
Mm.
Had some, I don't even know what words are in it, do you?
Mm-mm.
I don't know why people,
I thought it was okay.
apparently
But it's
not.
Okay. I'll have to listen.
Apparently it's, anyway.
Some innuendos.
I don't know.
Okay.
I never listened to lyrics. I just liked the music.
Yeah, the beat.
But anyway,
It starts playing.
that's our wedding song.
Yeah.
We adopted that as our wedding song
Mhm.
because you couldn't hear the piano playing in the background.
Yeah.
I mean, they were cranking it.
Yeah.
And So we got married to that.
Did it start raining?
We did not get rained on during the ceremony.
Okay.
When I said I do, and the preacher goes, "You can kiss the bride," there was a big thank you from God.
Mm-hmm.
So, boom!
Okay.
Lightning strike.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's a thank you.
Okay.
And then it starts to rain.
Mm-hmm.
And Lambert had to go in. Y'all don't know how heavy pianos are.
I know.
Them suckers are ridiculous.
I have moved 2 pianos, and I never want to move another piano in my life.
It was moved up, didn't get damaged. The whole thing, the whole experience.
That was Mom's piano. That was this one, right?
That's the piano that's in the other room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember her saying, like, that was a big thing. She was very concerned about the piano.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't even actually know the backstory to that piano. Was that one of her family members' pianos, or did she buy that?
Yes.
Which one?
That was her Big Mama's.
That was Big Mama's piano?
Big Mama's.
Wow.
Musical family. Anyway, we get married. We have a honeymoon.
Where was your honeymoon?
Well, we had a reception first.
Yeah.
At the club.
Wait, the country club?
Yes.
Really?
We had a reception at the country club. Jack and
when
Billy
did y'all
Ann.
get married?
I don't know. What do you mean? Y'all, I've told you before, I don't know when my kids were born. I don't know how old they are. I don't care.
You don't know how old you are.
Who cares? I'm here. I'm feeling great.
Alright, so wait now, that's cool because
Time means nothing.
I just found out today, not just found out, I just went back and looked. Papa Jack, Smiling Jack, was the president of the country club for 3 years in a row.
Yes.
I believe, from the proclamation that's on the wall in my office, I believe it was 78, 79, and 80, or 79, 80, and 81.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Which would have been really close to the time y'all got married, I think. 80s.
I graduated in 83 and we got
Okay.
married in like 84.
Okay. So yeah, he's recently past president, and this is
Okay.
when Saugahatchee was still where Indian Pines is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they buy an existing building? I guess they did, right?
Who?
Or did they build the building?
The new one?
Yeah.
I have no clue.
Okay. We'll get back. And talking about that.
Honeymoon. You were going to talk about honeymoon.
Yeah, I was talking about.
Well, no.
I was going to talk about
Reception.
we had a reception which
At the country club.
we were dirt poor.
Right.
Said that I don't know how many times,
Yeah.
and you'll hear that for a long time. Okay, so we didn't have no money, but
The reception
God
was
is
good.
amazing. Her parents and my parents kind of chipped in for the wedding. Jack provided the country club for our reception, which you don't have to pay to have a reception there. You just have to pay for
Food and drink.
and they let us bring some food in back in the good old days.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a reception there, and then on the way out of the reception, okay, James, Denise's stepbrother.
No, brother.
Huh?
Brother.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Doesn't take his rice and throw it at me.
Mm-hmm.
He does a wedding ring thing. He reached in my pants and dumped it down in my drawers. And so I'm having to ride with expanding rice in my underwear.
That's interesting.
Because I'm in a borrowed car. I'm in Jack and their car
Oh,
to go to my honeymoon.
Okay.
And we didn't have a place to go to a honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
Jack owned the radio station. And he gave us one of the grand prizes, which was a golf trip to St. Simon's Island.
Mm-hmm.
And so we take that vehicle down there, and actually we borrowed that from the other parent. We borrowed that from the car from Buddy, and we're getting down there, and we stop to get our groceries, and of course it's hurricane season. So this one is just kind of brushing close, and a cart comes and smashes into their vehicle, okay, at the grocery store. So, that's the way we start our honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
We get to get our groceries. We take them down there to St. Simon's Island,
Mm-hmm.
to the donated room,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And I told Denise, I said, I'm gonna carry you over the threshold.
Okay.
So I pick her up, and I mean, I'm a spry, young, strong man,
Well, and she only weighed like 97 pounds.
but not very coordinated. So I'm taking her through the door, and I go, wham, with her head. Right into the door jamb. And she's like woozy, man. So, you know, get her inside. I'm sorry, I just wanted to carry you over the threshold. She said, well, get through the door next time. And so she didn't hold up.
Oh my goodness.
So I get inside, and then immediately when we get inside, things started getting even better.
Okay.
My mom and dad call,
Okay.
and they go, you have a golf time.
Oh.
We've gotten you a golf reservation
Nice.
at 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, well, thank you. Golly, everybody's being so kind.
Mm-hmm.
They did tell me to take my golf clubs, because it was a golf place. And then Denise had, back then, she had golf clubs.
Okay, yeah.
And although she didn't play much. So we go out on the golf course, and I just thought it was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on my honeymoon, it's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Get up there, I hit the ball, of course, lake's in the way. What? So my ball just kind of plopped.
Yep.
I mean, it's first shot. Everybody's ball plops first shot.
Mm-hmm.
Denise gets up there.
Mm-hmm.
Hers doesn't even get off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Hits that water, goes bounces across the entire fucking lake, jumps the bank, and goes on the green. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit like 3 more balls in the water. Alright. And then we go, I've never seen so much water in my entire life on a golf course. Her balls, by God's annotation, whatever, they don't sink. Her balls don't go in.
They touch water. They just
touch
don't go underwater.
They walk on water. They walk on freaking water. Y'all,
She's stumped.
wait till the end of these stories. You will see that what I'm telling you is the truth. Because it is.
She beat you.
Never played golf with her again. Pissed me off so bad. I mean, I'm
Decent.
I'm not normally competitive, but against an inferior woman?
Oh gosh. Definitely gotta cut that one out.
Y'all, I'm just messing. Trent knows
Very
I'm
good.
messing.
I do. Alright, that's a good place to stop.
Okay.
Because I got another 3 episodes just in what we recorded now. Oh, man.
Man, still hadn't even made it out. Whatever.